Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Patriots Real Time Podcast. I'm your host, Theo Diaz, joined alongside Austin Ray. And today we will be doing a year in review podcast for the 2025-2026 New England Patriots. We did one of these last year. Picking the best game of the season is going to be a lot easier this year. We have 17 to choose from. And if you liked a loss, then you have 21. But before we get into that, Austin, how you doing today?
I'm doing amazing, Theo. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well. Also, before we get on some of this stuff, I want to ask you, because you haven't been on the podcast since a major event happened, that being the Super Bowl. Thoughts on the game overall, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, it was a tough watch. I mean, it was a great run. There's nothing else you can say. It
It
was an
was.
amazing run. It was a tough watch.
Hmm.
I'm happy with the season. I mean, it didn't, you know, it. People say it didn't end out the way we wanted it to. I think it ended the way we wanted it to. I think that we wanted to have a good season, and I think we had that. So I'm happy.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely had a good season. I mean, the way that they say it didn't end the way that we wanted to is obviously
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you
We want to win
obviously
the
want to
Super
win
Bowl.
Super Bowls as fans, and as players, and as coaches, and as staff members. You want to win championships, and the Patriots won two championships this year. They just didn't win the biggest one, that being the Super Bowl, obviously. But yeah, it was a great season for the Patriots. I think I talked about this on my solo podcast, but you win 17 games after winning 8 the last two seasons, after winning 16 the last three seasons. Um, Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Can't really put into words how good of a turnaround it was. The greatest turnaround in the history of sports, some are calling it. Um, I'm just saying, if you want to read my articles, check out the algonquinharbinger.com. Maybe there will be something about that coming soon. But the greatest turnaround of all time. Anyways, yeah. So I want to get into some of these awards, some of these superlatives, you could say. Let's start with best game or favorite game. I'm gonna let you start, Austin. What was your favorite game from the 2025 Patriots season?
My favorite game was the Patriots December 1st, Patriots versus Giants game. Patriots win 33, Giants 15. First of all,
Hmm.
we were at that game. It was a Monday night game, prime time. Patriots came out in the red uniforms. It was insane. I mean, the energy was electric. The game was electric. We had that hit on Jackson Dart. We had the Marcus Jones punt return touchdown. We had the Kyle Williams catch right below us. I mean, yes, we were at that game. That definitely helps my bias, but I think that was just such an electric game and just really exciting.
Yeah, 100%. I remember tweeting out after that game, like, that was my favorite Patriots game in 10 years.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I didn't know what was in store. Just a few weeks later, when the New England Patriots traveled to Baltimore to take on the Lamar Jackson led Baltimore Ravens, who ended up leaving the game. What a game that was. The first Drake May comeback. You came back from 11 points down. You won 28-24 since for the first time since Super Bowl 49, which is my favorite game of all time. Came back from a double-digit lead like you did in that game as well. So what a game that was. The way that ended with the Caleb on Chase on, yeah, strips. I don't know why I thought I butchered his name. Um, yeah, strip sack. No, it wasn't a strip sack. It was a fumble, right?
Yeah. I
It was on Zay
this,
Flowers. It was a strip on Zay Flowers.
this was the flu game. I wasn't
Yes, this
I
was the
wasn't all
flu game.
there. You were more there
Austin
than
did
I
not watch
was.
the second half. Mentally, I didn't watch the second half, but I remember it, so I actually did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember getting up to celebrate the chase on strip set. Not oh my god, the chase on strip on Zay Flowers, and I was out of breath. I couldn't do it. It was bad. Sitting there and watching the commercials was awful. But that game kind of just like encompassed the whole season, how the team overcame starting off 1-2. Um, Technically, they had double the amount of losses as they did wins. They had double digit. They were down by double digit points in that game. Just what a game that was. Drake May's first fourth quarter comeback, come from behind win. So he had a game winning drive. He had the touchdown to Kyle Williams. That was probably my favorite game of the year. Also, the aesthetics were perfect. And just going in there in 2019 when you're undefeated 8-0 and getting your heart broken on, I believe it was also Sunday Night Football that year. And I didn't watch that game because it was Sunday Night Football and I was 9 years old. not an excuse, but I, I've seen highlights and photos and stuff, and I was like, oh, that looks scary. But we were over to, we were able, or the Patriots were able to overcome the Baltimore Demons at night. Yeah, all right. What was your least favorite game?
So my least favorite game. I mean, I think that you could go a couple ways. My least favorite game is going to be the Patriots loss to the Buffalo Bills on December 14th. Buffalo Bills 35, Patriots 31. You know, we were up,
Mhm.
what was it, 21-0 at halftime. And I mean, Trayvon Henry,
It was 24-3.
24-3 at halftime. Yes, my bad. I
Hmm.
just thought 21 points. I just thought, and then
Yeah.
Travion Henderson had a couple huge plays. The Patriots looked amazing, and then we all know what happened in the second half.
Hmm. Yeah, that game was terrible. I
Yeah.
mean, it was great for the first half. Um, and we talked about it at length, I think, with Alex Barth.
Hmm.
But that I called that the biggest Patriots game or biggest Patriots regular season game in the history of the franchise. And obviously, it probably wasn't looking back on it, but I mean, that was the biggest Patriots game in regular season game in I don't even know how long,
A lot of years.
right? A long, long time. And they lost, and it definitely hurt. That one, I don't know. That was bad. I have to go with the Raiders one, week one though.
Yeah, yeah.
Just not being able to move the ball the entire game. It was watching the Super Bowl, but instead of like Sam Darnold, and instead of a prolific offense like the Seahawks, it was the Raiders who won 3 games this year. It was bad. Geno Smith, I never thought the Patriots would be able to beat Geno Smith. They haven't since, obviously, but I was like, man, Geno Smith still got it. Pete Carroll, and they won 2 games the rest of the year, and the Patriots won what 17 the rest of the year. So week one doesn't mean much, but
Still,
that was brutal.
yeah.
That was absolutely brutal. Yeah. All right. Next one I have written down is best uniform combination. So you have the rivalries, you have the red that you were talking about. You have the blue on gray, the blue on blue, the white on blue, and the white on white. They did not wear the white on gray this year.
So, let me think about this. I'm gonna stay with old reliable. I'm gonna go the red and whites.
Hmm, really?
I just love that combo. I feel like whenever you get, Drake May's first NFL start was in the red and whites. You know,
Oh yeah.
the
Mhm.
Giants game was in the red and whites. I feel like when you wear the red and white, something good is bound to happen. It's just bound to be a fun game. I know, but it's I just love the combo. It's the jerseys are gorgeous as well, and the helmets. The whole combo is gorgeous.
Mhm. So as I usually do, I was thinking about this during the week. Um, I don't love the red uniforms. If I had to pick, those would be my least favorite uniforms that the Patriots wear. Um,
Wow.
I under yeah,
Wow.
I understand. Like I like them when they brought them back, but I don't know. I don't love them. Um, I never liked the blue on blue, and I still don't like the blue on blue. The blue on gray I thought was okay. It's definitely grown on me. But the red ones, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of those. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way that Drake May like wears the white socks, and nobody really wears red socks with them. And hey, maybe that means something. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I would get rid of those, and I would go to either the white ones from that time where they had the white on red pants. I feel like that would be cool with the same helmets. I don't have a problem with the helmets. I think the red jerseys are not great. Um, I think they're very basic too. They're behind. One of them's behind me. I have one right here if we want to do like a show and tell.
Sure.
But let's see if I can get this out. Okay. Like you look at this. It's kind of just jersey. No name, no Patriot. You have the letters here, but like look at some of these. You got the logo, the not the logo, but the what's it called? The trademark, the logo, the stripes. I don't know, just me, but yeah, show a little. I don't know, uniform talk, I guess. But yeah, my favorite definitely the rivalry jerseys.
Yeah, that's fair. I
Hmm.
felt like that was just gonna be a basic answer. I didn't want a basic answer.
Yeah, okay, we can go that far.
It's okay.
Um, MVP of the team, Drake May. We don't have to
Yeah.
talk about this.
Agreed.
Hmm. Offensive player of the year. If we can't say Drake May, who do you say?
So if we cannot say Drake May, I'm gonna say
Hmm.
this is a good question. You know, because I mean, there are
Yeah.
there are a couple ways you can tackle this. Realistically,
Huh.
huh?
I don't know.
Do you have an answer? I mean, I like
I was gonna say you can't tackle this guy, Ramondre Stevenson,
that's
at the
I
end
was
of the
thinking
season. Really
Ramondre
came on
Stevenson, but then I started to
the
think,
fumbles.
I was starting to think to the wide receiver room, and then I started to think like, I mean,
If we're going the regular season, I would say Diggs. If you want to talk about the playoffs, Diggs really didn't show up at all.
yeah.
He was awful during the
If you want
playoffs.
to talk about the playoffs, I
Um,
think Kayshon Boutte deserves a mention too, just for that catch. I mean,
yeah, for sure. He deserves a mention. He wasn't consistent enough though. I
yeah,
don't think
yeah,
really anyone on the offense was consistent outside of Drake May.
yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of anyone. Maybe like Mike Onwenu,
I mean,
but like he's a guard, so
that's a
it's
good
kind
answer.
of hard to give it to him.
For not, yeah, I'd say that he had a great year. Um,
Yeah,
I feel like realistically, you got to give it to Mondre, just for like
probably.
everything.
But like then again, you could. I feel like you could make a case if you're giving it to Ramondre to give it to Travion because
No,
Travion had just as good of a stretch
I
for 4 weeks.
I agree, but I just feel like we didn't see enough of Travion. I mean, and especially if we're including the whole season, including the postseason, then I think that you definitely got to give it to
Yeah,
Mondre
yeah.
because we didn't see Travion nearly as much as we did as Mondre in the postseason.
Yeah, I guess. If you want to talk about just the regular season, though, Ramondre Stevenson was good in week 2, and he was really bad up until he didn't. Remember, he got hurt,
Yeah,
so he missed the Bucks game. He missed the Jets game. I think he might have been back for the Bengals game. So he was really bad until like week 13, and after the bye, he was really good. But Henderson was good from the Bucks week to like I don't know. Where was he good to?
Bucks to
Maybe
Bills.
yeah, Bucks to Bills. So maybe the same length, but yeah, playoffs. I give it to Ramondre, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Defensive Player of the Year. I have an easy one.
Milton Williams.
Completely forgot Milton Williams existed.
Milton
Yeah,
Williams.
I'm going
Not
Milton
including
Williams.
the injury, I'd say Milton Williams 100%.
Yeah, for sure. I would have. I'll just argue for this other guy, Marcus Jones.
Yeah,
Just
just
what a season he had. I was a little concerned about Marcus Jones in covers this year. Watching training camp, I thought he got beat almost every time I watched him, but he's electric. He's the playmaker that the Patriots needed this year. They didn't have many turnovers, but Marcus Jones provided them with I wouldn't say few that they had because they weren't the Jets, but for a team that made it to the Super Bowl, they didn't really have too many turnovers, especially interceptions. Like, how many interceptions can you think that the Patriots had?
not many compared to a lot of teams. Not many. I'd say probably total maybe like seven.
No. Wait, let's just think
Uh,
about it. Hawkins had one in week 1, I think.
Hawkins had multiple actually. No, I'd say more like
12.
16.
Really? All right, let's try to think. Hawkins had the one in week 1. He had the one against the Browns. And he had the one against the Jets. Or against the Dolphins. I don't remember. It was one of the two teams. Marcus Jones had the one against Cincinnati. He had the one against Buffalo. He had the one against Tennessee, and he had the one against Houston.
Oh wow,
Gonzo.
I have the number right here.
All right, don't tell me. Davis had. All right, does this count the postseason?
No,
Okay, so Marcus Jones. All right. So what are we at? Like 6 in my mind. Spillane had one. I don't know. I had 7s in my mind. I'm trying to think though. Who else could have had? Woodson didn't have any during the regular season. Was it 7? What was it?
10.
Who had the other ones?
I don't have the numbers pulled
It
up,
might
but
have
I
been
can
4 no.
very right.
10's not a lot even though.
All right. So Jalen Hawkins had 4.
Yeah.
Marcus Jones had 3.
Okay.
Robert
Hawkins
Spillane
had
had
4.
2. And guess who had the last interception? Guess which player?
Hold on. I'm trying to think of Robert Spillane's second. What was your? Okay, it doesn't matter. You won't figure that out. But the guy that had the last one, I'm thinking. All right, let's see. Woodson didn't have any. Dell didn't have any, obviously. Alex
What do you mean,
Austin didn't.
obviously?
Well, I would have remembered it. That's what I mean. He'll get one next year.
Oh yeah, of course, of course, of course.
Ellis, no. Tavai, no. Gibbons, no. Right. They counted Chase on with one? No. Oh my God, who was it?
Marte Mapu.
Oh my God, it was against the Dolphins. He had the one against Tua. Oh yeah, that's a good point. It's a good shot, Austin. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So who did we say was the defense? Yeah, I go Milton Williams.
Yeah.
D-Roy, easy. Craig Woodson, you can't really make a case for
Yeah.
anyone else. You could say Elijah Ponder, but because he had
Still.
4 sacks, but
Still Craig Woodson.
not really. Craig Woodson. Offensive Rookie of the Year? Travion.
I love Kyle Williams so much, but yes, Travion.
Kyle Williams had like 10 receptions.
Exactly, I love him.
I do like Kyle. I like Kyle Williams more than you, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm. Most improved player?
Mondre.
Maybe. I'd say so, but he never really sucked. He just fumbled.
Exactly, but like, he had what, 1 fumble this year?
He had 3.
3.
2 against the Steelers, 1 against the Bills.
Exactly, he cleaned it up.
What do you have, 7 last year?
Yeah. And
yeah,
now he's looking like a legitimate RB1.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I was thinking Hawkins could be up there.
Hawkins makes sense there.
Marcus Jones, because he wasn't that good, like I said.
Sure, yeah. There's a long
There was
list.
someone else.
There is a long list of people we can honestly consider for this.
Anthony Jennings, maybe? He had a good season.
We can consider a lot of people for this.
There was someone that I had that was really good that I forgot about. Oh, Vidarian Lowe, Ben Brown. Those 2 guys.
Yeah.
Backups, really good backups.
Yeah.
What does this mean? POTY, Player of the Year. No, I don't know. I can't remember. All right, Acquisition of the Year. Who was the best free agent signing this year? Outside of Milton Williams.
I have to go. There's 2
I thought you were going to
ways.
say I have to go to the bathroom.
There's 2 ways
like,
you
what?
can go.
Okay.
What are you thinking? There's 2 ways you can go, in my opinion. This is really tough.
I'm thinking number 14, Robert Spillane.
I was thinking Robert Spillane. I mean, you can make an argument for Stephon Diggs, but I agree with Robert Spillane. That's what I was originally going to say, but then Stephon Diggs flashed in my head real quickly. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Robert Spillane. No, I feel like he had the biggest impact for the longest period of time. Take away the couple little injuries, and I think that he had an amazing season.
I'm trying to think of what POTY means. Comeback Player of the Year.
All right, comeback player of the year. Wait, oh my God, I had someone that I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah,
I don't want to talk. I don't want to do like Diggs. Like I want to do like no free agents, just guys that were on the team last year that came back from maybe an injury. Who got injured last year?
I was thinking Mondre. Is that bad?
Yeah, Mondre, that works.
Not for
he didn't
injury,
really get hurt.
Just for like.
Yeah, if we're doing injury, because that's what the NFL wants the award to be. Because who was the comeback player of the year this year? It was Christian McCaffrey, I think.
It was CMC.
So yeah, he came back from an injury. So if we have to think of someone that got hurt last year, Ramondre did not get hurt.
What were the major injuries? I don't remember any major injuries last year.
I don't even think they really had any major injuries. They kind of just sucked.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Like the 2023 Patriots had a lot of injuries, and that's why they were so bad. Like they lost Judon, they lost Christian Gonzalez.
Oh, Gonzo. You could say Gonzo. I mean.
No, he missed 1 game though last year.
I know, but like over spring training with that hamstring. I mean, it's the only thing I can think of realistically.
Spring training.
You know, spring training. I'm in baseball season, man.
Yeah, he missed 3 games.
Yeah.
I guess you could say Christian Gonzalez. Like, there's not really many guys. I guess you just have to go Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
I had a weird, not a weird thought. I had a thought about Christian Gonzalez. Okay, so I want to ask you these 3 questions. How many games did Christian Gonzalez play out of 21 this season? I kind of already told you the answer.
18.
Yeah, how many did he play last year? out of 17.
16?
And how many did he play the year before?
Ooh, he got 4, was it?
Yeah. See, I kind of forgot. I forgot that he got hurt that rookie year. Like, I didn't forget. It was always there, but I was just like, that was a huge deal. And I feel like, to me, I didn't make it that big of a deal. Your first round pick got injured for the entire season. Like, there were serious questions to whether or not Christian Gonzalez was a good player heading into year 2. And now it's like, obviously he's a good player, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got hurt. He was out there for 4 games. Yeah, he got hurt against the Cowboys. It was an arm injury.
I can see the play. Like I can. Yeah, I remember that play.
I can see a specific picture. I can't see the play. And Judon got hurt in that same game.
Yeah.
Guy for comeback player of the year, Jawan Bentley. If he was on the team, I would probably say him. Oh, you know what? What about Jelani Tavai? Maybe didn't get hurt, but came back from being hated by all the fans.
Yeah.
Didn't have the greatest season. Christian Ellis could have been like the most surprising player of the year.
That was
A little bit.
He was a really exciting player.
Most improved. That's what he could have been. Yeah. What is player of the year? Oh, protector of the year, offensive lineman of the year. Who was the best offensive lineman
Big Mike.
all year? Yeah, probably him. More that whole like right side ish,
That right side
including Garrett Bradbury, was pretty good this year. Moses struggled in the playoffs.
was good. Well, the whole line struggled in the playoffs. To be
This
realistic.
whole line struggled in the playoffs. Mike on when it was really bad in the Super Bowl. Yeah. Ben Brown, protector of the year. Potentially. Didn't struggle in the Super Bowl. You could say that. Extended, too. Ben Brown extended.
Good. I like that.
All right, I want to talk about a guy that the Patriots could possibly trade for, Maxx Crosby. Big name out there. I remember the Patriots played the Raiders week 1, obviously. Austin and I were texting about how much we hate Maxx Crosby, and I want that guy on our team. The guy that's going to get in the quarterback's head.
Me too.
He is going to give my guy that I'm supporting today, Will Campbell, hell in practice. He gave him hell in the game, and he's going to give it to him in practice every week, and it's going to make Will Campbell so much better. So, like, you look at that aspect, it makes Will Campbell better. It makes the defense better. Maybe you have to give up significant draft capital. Maybe you have to give up 2 first-round picks. Maybe you have to give up Christian Barmore, potentially. But if you have to give up all that, I wouldn't do it. If you have to give up 1 first-round pick and Christian Barmore, you get a little head tilt out of that. I don't know. Maybe. I might be doing that. Austin?
Look, Maxx Crosby wants out. So, I mean, I think that, the Raiders have a great player in their hands. They know it, but they also have a toxic player in their hands because he is hating on the Raiders publicly, in my opinion. And I think that they'd be willing to maybe take a little less than what they could possibly get for him. So I think that Maxx Crosby is circled in big letters on the Patriots whiteboard. And I remember texting you how much I hate him because he was doing the cry to the Patriots. Yeah. So I think that the Patriots, Mike Vrabel wants this guy.
Yeah. The Patriots love Raiders guys, and I was thinking about this earlier. Like, was it like an Antonio Pierce thing? Antonio Pierce was the former head coach of the Raiders, I think. Was it that guy? Was it his defense? But it wasn't his defense. It was, I forget the other guy. He's the current defensive coordinator of the Steelers now. But I was like, Patrick Graham. Do they like him? Are they going to should they bring in Antonio Pierce maybe for an interview? I don't know. But Kayvon Chason, their highest sack leader, was in that Antonio Pierce defense. Robert Spillane, their tackle leader, was in that defense. They signed Marcus Epps, who they ended up cutting, in that defense. Josh McDaniels was obviously the head coach. He coached every single one of those guys except for Chason. So, I don't know, maybe they like Raiders players. Maybe they like guys that were from that system, that Patrick Graham system, and Maxx Crosby's certainly a product of that system. Patrick Graham was the defensive coordinator as recently as this year. So, I don't know. Maybe they are more inclined to bring him in because they like guys from that system.
Yeah. No, yeah. I can see that. That sound logic.
Yeah. So, shout out Patrick Graham. let's see. There's something else I was going to talk about.
AJ
I
Brown.
don't know. AJ Brown. Yeah, I was about. Would you rather? Okay, Maxx Crosby and Alec Pierce in free agency, and that's everything that you make. You don't sign a guard. You might draft one. You can draft one, but in free agency. Or would you rather have AJ Brown and sign the best guard available on the market, who I don't know at the top of my head, left guard?
Mm. Maxx Crosby and Alec Pierce.
Probably. Yeah. I don't know how good this draft is guard wise. I don't really know much about this draft other
Yeah.
than it's not good. Um, which is what I feel like every draft is not good nowadays. But until it actually is. But apparently this draft is the worst that we've seen ever, which is not really, but it's a bad draft. It's not deep. I haven't really got into it like I just said, but I don't know. I'd go Crosby because I think Crosby's a better player than AJ Brown.
I agree. I
And
think
he's
he can
probably a better.
he can make a much more significant impact. He can even offensively, like you said, training Will Campbell, getting all that. And I know Alec Pierce, he's a threat.
He is. One problem though with the Maxx Crosby thing is you would not be able potentially you're giving up a first round pick, so you might not be able to take a good guard in the first round, and you might have to run it back with Jared Wilson. And who cares how like if Alec Pierce is best, you said deep threat, right?
Yeah.
Or you said threat?
I said
I don't know,
threat, but
but
he is a deep threat.
yeah, Alec Pierce's best ability is to run go routes and deep balls, and he thrives in that scenario. And if you have no time to, or if Drake May has no time, he can't get the ball down the field. But the offensive line was good for not good, it was average. It protected him. Drake May was the best deep ball thrower in the game for 17 games this year, so I think it's all right.
I think that the offense unraveled during this playoff run. I think that's all that people are remembering. I think that, Jared, like we said, like people got to remember it's Jared Wilson, Will Campbell. They're both rookies. I think that give them maybe this season, maybe something happens and something clicks, and like I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I kind of actually lean towards the AJ Brown guard thing,
Really,
because Will Campbell, you plug a rookie guard in there, Will Campbell might get worse. I think Will Campbell would really, really benefit, and Evan Lazarus talked about this, and the whole Patriots Unfiltered crew, from a guy playing, like an experienced guy playing next to him. If you got a bigger guard, Jared Wilson, not that much of a bigger guard, even Ben Brown, I guess, would be probably better than Jared Wilson. I'm not saying that the Patriots win the Super Bowl if Ben Brown is starting, but do you remember I was having conversations, we were talking about,
I
hey,
remember these
should Ben Brown
conversations.
start? And
I was
the
a
answer to that
believer in
question,
Jared
looking
Wilson.
back, you were in love with him, is that what you said?
No, I was a believer.
Oh, yeah. But the answer looking back is yes, Ben Brown should have been the guard because he was better. And I think Jared Wilson's a center. So, I don't know. That's what I think. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about. It came to my mind. I wanted to talk about something about Joe Milton. So, this is just random. We're doing random stuff now. It's the off season. We've really never done an off season podcast, have we? Like, not really.
No, not many.
Yeah, not many where there's like nothing to look forward to. I guess free agency, but we don't really know. It's kind of recent.
Really, yeah.
Did you see any of the Joe Milton stuff from his interviews that he did last week or 2 weeks
No,
ago on Radio Row?
no.
Bad, really bad. I am glad that he is not a Patriot anymore.
In
No
what
offense to Joe.
what way bad?
I wouldn't say. Really full of himself. Really, really thinks he's a great player. I mean, if we look at the facts, I can look up Joe Milton's stats right now with the Cowboys. He's played 4 games this year. He mentioned that quite a lot. He requested a trade out of New England. He thought it was extremely stupid. This is one thing that he kept bringing up. He felt disrespected. That was the word he used, not stupid. He felt disrespected that when Jacoby Brissett got benched for Drake May, which really wasn't him getting benched. It was kind of just like, all right, Drake, now it's your time. It wasn't Jacoby was the starter, and it was like Jacoby, and then if we have to go to Drake May. No. It was Drake May is here, and he needs time to develop, and Jacoby, you're going to fill in. It was kind of like when the starting quarterback gets hurt. That's kind of what he was playing. And Joe Milton thought it was disrespectful that when Drake May ended up starting in Week 6 against the Texans, that Joe Milton did not get the second quarterback, the QB2. What is it? Opportunity, the QB2 role. He was very upset about that, and that's what he talked about. But any thoughts on that? While I look up Joe Milton's stats.
I mean, I guess it's understandable that he was upset, but like you said, I think the way that he sort of phrased, I haven't heard these. I haven't heard any of these interviews, but the way that he phrased the way that he phrased these, the Jacoby Brissett benching is just incorrect, I guess is the word.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just don't think it's a way you want to carry yourself while you're looking to be a starting QB in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. And Joe Milton talks very highly about himself. He said, this is as close as a quote that I can think of. He said, everybody loved me in the building. You know, I don't know, Austin, would you say in school, if someone was asking you like, oh, did people like you? Your answer would probably, my guess would not be, oh yeah, everybody loved me in the school.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't look at myself as like some sort of divine figure. I mean, you gotta look at yourself in sort of a like, you know what I mean. You gotta look at yourself in a.
I was thinking of the word like humble. You got to be humble.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe Milton.
Exactly, humble. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word humble.
No, yeah. All right, let's look at the stats here. Impressive performance against the Giants, 73 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. A great quarterback rating of 38.3.
It's a game.
The Chargers, better QBR, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He threw for Julian Edelman number of yards. Jared Wilson number of yards, 58 the next week, and a touchdown, 156.3 QBR, and that's against the AFC champions if they had Bo Nix. All right. And then he threw for 41 and an interception against Chicago.
Great stats.
I think you missed something,
NFL
Austin.
starter.
I made a great joke and you missed it.
I'm sorry, my phone's Ryan D'Souza is.
What's he saying?
Ryan D'Souza and Christian are trying to get me to play video games.
Okay.
Sorry, that's my fault. I take accountability for that.
It's okay. In one game last year, Joe Milton had not more yards, but he had 183 yards, and this year in 4 games he had 241.
Wow.
Not great. Yep.
Wow.
All right. You want to do the ChatGPT quiz now?
Yes. So I used a good friend of mine to help come up with some quiz questions for Theo. So we got 4 levels. We got deep dynasty knowledge, obscure franchise history, ultra difficult playoff details, and insanely specific.
Okay.
I don't know half of these.
All right, that's good that you know half.
So I'm going to start off with the deep dynasty knowledge. Okay? Name the only Patriot player to score a touchdown in 3 different Super Bowls for New England.
Like Brady? What does he mean? What is she?
No, to
ChatGPT?
Just to score, like, yeah, to catch a touchdown, run for a touchdown.
Not Brady. Not Brady.
Not Brady. No.
Are we not? Oh, okay. See, I don't have great knowledge of the Super Bowls that they lost. But Brady's definitely up there if you want to talk about score a touchdown, because he obviously did.
Yeah, but that's not what it means. Like,
I got it. Is the answer Danny Amendola?
Nope.
Well, that would be an answer.
No.
What's the answer?
Robert Gronkowski.
That also would be an answer. Wait, Danny Amendola definitely scored 3 touchdowns. I forgot Gronk existed.
No, 3 different Super Bowls.
I know, he did.
Oh. I thought you meant like 3 touchdowns in Super Bowls.
No, I'm like 95% sure. He scored a touchdown against the Falcons, I believe.
Yep, he did again. That was a 2... Wait.
No, 6-yard touchdown pass.
Oh, no,
He had the 2-point.
You're right.
I believe he scored a touchdown against the Eagles.
That's 2.
No, and he scored one against the Seahawks. I have it framed. Oh, wait, maybe he didn't score.
Interesting.
Yeah, he didn't score against the Eagles. You were right. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
my bad. Gronk, yeah.
All right.
But Brady also counts, so.
Now we're gonna move to obscure franchise history.
Mm-hmm.
There's some very obscure franchise history questions in here, but I'm gonna choose. This one's interesting. Okay. What number did Mike Vrabel wear when catching 2 touchdown passes in Super Bowls?
What number do you wear? Like, Will Campbell wears number 66, right? That's what we're saying. So Mike Vrabel wore number 50?
I was hoping that would trick you, some reverse psychology, because it didn't ask you what number did he wear, but it asked you when he did this. You're right. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you another obscure franchise history because that's a stupid question. Who threw
It
the
really
final
is.
touchdown in Old Foxborough Stadium?
Stadium? Wait, you glitched.
Before
Okay, you're back. Has to be Brady. Just it is.
Are you sure? Is that your answer?
I mean, I'm right. So if ChatGPT says something else,
No, it's
they're
Brady.
wrong.
It's Brady. It's Brady. It's Brady.
Yeah.
It's Brady.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So one more from obscure franchise history. In 1994, the Patriots played their final home game at what stadium after leaving Foxborough Stadium?
Sullivan Stadium. 1994? Sullivan Stadium?
Incorrect. It was a trick question.
It was?
They didn't move in 94.
Yeah, what are they talking about? I was confused.
Yeah, it was a trick question. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, I apologize
All
for that one. All right.
Theo.
That's me.
In 2014, in the 2014 divisional comeback versus the Baltimore Ravens, who caught the double pass touchdown from Julian Edelman? This is an easy one. Oh, I didn't even read it.
Danny Amendola did.
That is correct.
And he's
Theo,
2014. I got that. What?
who was the Patriots defensive coordinator during their first Super Bowl win?
Romeo Crennel.
Yes. Wow, I didn't think you were actually going to get that one. All right. Now we're going to go to insanely specific. Theo.
Let's do all 4. Is there
Okay.
4 questions in this?
5, actually.
Okay, let's do all 5. Do I know ball?
Theo.
Probably not.
Which Patriots running back had a 117-yard rushing game in the Snow Bowl?
Okay, well, 2001, let's think about the running backs on that team. Antoine Smith, Kevin Falk, J.R. Redmond. I'm going to go with Antoine Smith.
That is correct. Theo, who was the Patriots' first ever draft pick in franchise history?
I got no idea.
Tom Addison, 1960.
Nice.
Theo, which Patriots QB started the infamous 31-0 loss in Buffalo Bills? Which Patriots quarterback started in the infamous 31-0 loss to the Buffalo Bills?
In 2003, Brady.
Yeah, it's a stupid question. How many passes did Tom Brady throw in the Super Bowl? What number is that? Super Bowl.
Just read the
LIII versus the Rams. I'm sorry, I didn't. My Roman numerals aren't working.
It's okay. 53. How many total? Wait, does it say completions or passes thrown?
How many passes did he throw? Total passes thrown.
I don't know. Probably like 22.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
35. Theo.
Jeez.
What was Bill Belichick's overall playoff record as a Patriots head coach? Final question.
Oh boy, that's tough. I have no idea. We could probably get the losses, right? You want to break it down or no?
It's all you.
Okay, let's break it down. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go year by year, and I'm gonna get this right. Okay, Austin? I'm going to get this right.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep a tally of wins and losses. All right. Strap in. So they won 3 games in 2001. 2002 they didn't make the playoffs. 2003 they won 3 games. That's 6. 2004 they won 3 games. That's 9. 2005, shoot. Okay. They won 1. I believe they won 1. They lost 1. That's gonna give me 10-1. 2006. Again, I'm gonna go with 1-1 and lost 1, so 11. That's gonna be 2. 2007 they won 2, lost 1, so that's gonna be 13, and then what's that, 3? And then where are we at? 2008 they didn't make the playoffs. 2009 they lost 1, that's 4. 2010 they lost to the Jets in the divisional round, so I'm just gonna say that they lost 1. 2011 they went to the Super Bowl. They probably won 2, so give me 5. Oh my god, I don't know how to count. 15 and then 6. Give me no. What am I talking about? 2012. What happened in 2012? Oh, they lost it, so they probably won. So give me 16 and then 7. 2013 they lost to the Broncos. Give me 17 and 8. 2014 they won the Super Bowl, so that's 20 and 0. 15 they won 1, so that's 21 and 9. 16 they won 3, that's 24. 17 they won 2, lost 1, that's 10. 18 they won 3, that's 29. 19 they lost 1, that's 11. And 21 they lost 1. Give me 29 and 12.
Wow. 30 and 12.
Oh,
That was really
what I
impressive.
meant.
I have
Thank you.
no idea. But that was really
Oh,
impressive.
I appreciate that, Austin. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yep, that was fun. I like doing that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That was insane.
They must have went to the wild card. They must have like been a wild card team one of those years, and I didn't know.
For sure.
Yeah. Got anything else before we wrap this?
No.
All right. That'll do it for the Patriots Real Time Podcast. We'll be back with Sam Lowenstein sometime this week. I'm thinking about doing just like a games, like a trivia
Sure.
podcast where we have like one person be like, we'll alternate. So like maybe like I'll be the guy asking, you two will compete, like kind of like what we did at sports broadcasting camp, and then we just kind of do that.
Sure. Yeah.
Sound good?
Sounds fun.
All right, we'll do that. And yeah, so all right, thanks for watching.
Thank you.